He don't say it again. You people out there that is saying that should release Mefele, release Bauer. I told you people that investigation will continue going on. If really this government want to work, Emefiele has so many people that he worked with that stole money from government. Former Zamfara state governor, that is a senator now, they have been arrested. He have been arrested by by DSS. 45 billion. It's not 45 naira. For campaign, 45 billion naira. Look at how these people are using Nigeria's economy to play gamble. These people are just in Nigeria using Nigeria's money to play casino. Can you imagine some kind of hopeless people? Really hopeless people. Wicked people that don't want Nigeria to move forward. But I blame the citizens of our country because we are afraid to come out en mass and pursue these criminals. If we decide to say no to corruption in Nigeria, it's in our hand. We vote them in. It's in our hand to come out and say no more. Even with their arms and everything, we'll stand on our ground and say no more. Keep religion aside and we'll come out and say no more to all this crime. Listen to this news.
Sahara reporters, exclusive. Nigerian Secret Police DSS detains former Zamfara governor Yari over 45 billion Buhari re-election fund. During the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly, Yari had remained adamant despite the zoning of the APC and contested against Godswill Akpabio, the current Senate president, who is also Tinubu's stooge. The Department of State Service, DSS, Nigerian Secret Police, had detained former Zamfara state governor and 7 senator Abdulaziz Yari over 45 billion re-election fund released under former President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. Authoritative sources told Sahara reporters that Yari was implicated by the detained governor of Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele, who alleged that the former governor received 45 billion from the CBN to fund Buhari's re-election in 2019. Emefiele had been in detention of the DSS since the second week of June, after his suspension by President Bola Tinubu's government, which is investigating him for corruption-related issues and abuse of office. Sahara reporters have reported how Emefiele also named the fellow suspended head of agency, Abdulrasheed Bauer, of the EFCC, as an alleged accomplice in the Naira redesign scam, which rocked the country months ago. During the inauguration of the 10th National Assembly, Yari had remained adamant despite the zoning of the APC and contested against Godswill Akpabio, the current Senate president, who is also Tinubu's stooge. Yari was the favored candidate of the Buhari cabal to clinch the Senate presidency, but he lost to Akpabio, who got 63 votes. Sources told Sahara reporters on Saturday that both Emefiele and Bauer both implicated Yari, and the DSS has come after him. DSS agents have been tracking him since returning from London for medical care soon as he lost the Senate presidency. The detained EFCC chair Bauer also implicated Yari in a detailed manner regarding how Yari was doing deals with Emefiele. Emefiele in turn accused Bauer of working for Yari, one of the sources said. Sahara reporters had on June 17 reported that Yari lobbied the leadership of opposition political parties and spent billions of naira on his aspiration. Sources had insisted that the former governor was betrayed by leadership of some opposition parties. One of them have added, in Senate claims, everything should not end with Yari's loss in the Red Hallowed Chamber on June 13, 2023. A post-mortem of how Yari accumulated the humongous amount of money he used to cause division along regional and religious lines, earning him the title of the rebel leader. To borrow from Senator Shehu Sani's sausage description of his posture is urgent and necessary. Even Akpabio should be investigated so it won't be a one-way issue. Yari started the contest for Senate president immediately after the declaration of his victory as senator representing Zamfara West Senatorial District in February 2023. In particularly instrumentalized the lesser Hajj of the last Ramadan mid-April 2023 to meet and induce Muslim senators-elect with mouth-watering bunches of dollars in Saudi Arabia. In Abuja, Yari booked floors of rooms at the Transcorp Hilton and Continental hotels for the senators-elect through May and June 2023, escalating the cost of booking in the two hotels to a record high. It was widely speculated that Yari bribed new senators with houses in the Kasana area of Abuja and was prepared to buy the votes of 60 senators at $1 million each. To conclude, now that the game is over, Yari's action against consensus should be treated with a strategic outlook to avoid the threat it poses to national stability in the future. Investigating the sources of Yari's stupendous wealth that he deployed to disrupt decency in political engagement is apt and timely, and other sources added. A good starting point is retrieving his many open files since 2007 with the EFCC and thoroughly screening his asset declaration forms vis-a-vis his legitimate ventures. Sarah Reporters has also, in August 2022, reported how details emerged on how Yari, together with the suspended Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, pilfered about $84 billion and $2.2 billion in the 9 oil producing states.
All of you now, I think you have heard the news. Zamfara is one of the poorest states in Nigeria. But the former governor, Yari, brought out money, rent full hotel for 2 months for both incoming senator and present senator, and promised to give $1 million to tell you that these people are doing business. These people are doing buying and selling in government. Someone that bring out $1 million to give each person out of the senator that you want to give 60 people, which is $60 million. So when you become the president of Senate, this is big transaction. I come every time I keep saying, what is the job of you politician that has 1 billion in your account? You have 1 trillion in your account. Now, this to DSS, so the so-called Emefiele people are holding. Remember that he has Oga, the person he's serving. People should not turn your face away as if people don't know the right thing to do. The real prime suspect now is in London. You people should invite him to come. Nobody's above the law. For the fact that you're a president of Nigeria, you don't have the right to put your hand into fraudulent act and you feel you go scot-free. Is there an oath they took that if a president steals from the nation, he cannot be probed, he cannot be brought into book? Buhari opened his mouth and said that nobody should call him or he will be in trouble. What kind of country are we in? We should now start seeing you people arresting those presidents, those senators, so that we know that you people are really doing this job than doing it one-sided. This is very wrong. Look at the amount of money these people are calling, and people are suffering in Nigeria. People are suffering using Nigerian money to do business. What a shame.